season opener, and to that point we'll have some other guys play a couple positions and get ready for that. So excited about this year, excited about our schedule, excited about the Big East Conference and how tough it will be once again, and ready to go. Our 4 freshmen as well as our 2 redshirt freshmen leave us with, I guess on paper, a young team, but we won't ever use that as an excuse, and we anticipate those guys getting better each day and helping us in a lot of ways, whether we practice or on the court or in meetings. So just open up for questions and see there. But I think Nas will be fine, and we'll get a chance to talk to him. I think he'll be out there today, as the surgery will be tomorrow.
How does this affect your front court rotation, Jamie, until he can get back?
Well, I mean, it's just we'll have a couple weeks of practice, obviously, and we were going to play guys, try to make them a little bit more interchangeable with the big guys, but we'll have to change some things around as far as minutes. But Nas won't be out there a lot of the time. We've got Aaron Nwanko who can practice there as well for us. Cam Dante and Kem Birch, Dante Taylor, and Malcolm can all play together. Malcolm Gilbert, so along with Talib. So we've been working on that. They've played it, and we try to keep those clocks a little bit more similar in what they can do. So we're going to look at that. Had been looking at that in the off season, and so for situations just like this. Obviously, guys are more comfortable in certain positions, close to the basket, on the basket. Most of those guys, all of those guys I just mentioned, all played center their entire high school career, their entire basketball career. So, again, playing a little bit more on the perimeter is an adjustment to them. How some take to it is different than others. But usually the older guys handle it better. Younger guys, it's a huge adjustment. Malcolm and Cam have played at center. They've been the biggest down the floor their entire careers. And so that may not be the case this year, but that's what they've been used to playing all life. So the transition is different for each kid, but it is a transition.
Did Nas tear the meniscus?
We don't know. We haven't been in there. It doesn't seem to from the MRI, but there is pain. And I think from what the doctors tell us, and Tony Salisbury tells us, is that we'll know more once we go in there. But they don't believe there's a tear, but there seems to be discomfort, and they believe there's maybe some kind of irritation caused by some misplaced piece, I guess, but I'm not sure what it is.
Jamie, Talib did very well last year when this year was up for the first few games. Is this another opportunity for him to take the next step in his development?
I mean, he's really had a great off season. I'm real happy with him. I mean, development is key, and it's great to say, but he's got to be healthy. And obviously, was not healthy all last year, and we were without him for the end of the season. So, again, being out there will be important, and he's just gotten better. He's had a great off season. Really happy with how he's worked. And him, Lamar, Patterson, J.J. Moore, I've been real excited about what those guys have done. But again, that's that freshman to sophomore year that we've seen guys make great strides in our program. And you can really see it with those 3 guys, I think. So it remains to be seen once we get out on the floor, but their bodies, their work ethic, their attention to detail seems to be taken up a level, taken up a notch, I think. And so hopefully that continues once we start practice tomorrow. But Talib he's either way, he was ready to go this year, and this is just something that is going to be a short-term thing with Nas, but it will put some other guys on the floor a lot more during practice.
What have you seen from Cam since he got on campus?
Well, again, recognizing that we only have 2 hours a week with him for 6 weeks, this being the 7th week, and then Friday. So it's I think we've probably saw more when we're recruiting than we've seen on the floor here, and that's just how it works. That's how the rules work. But give me a couple weeks and see where we're at. But excited about him, Malcolm. I did see him this more in the summer league with the change of the format there in the summer league, so I got to see him probably more in the summer league than anything. So Malcolm, I thought, played well. Cam got better as the summer went on. I think the important thing to mention about those 2 guys is they've been here for about a month and a half, and Cam's put on 10 pounds and Malcolm's put on 14 pounds. So, it just goes to show what hard work and being around guys that work hard will do. Tim Belt's done a great job with them, and I think that is just a another reflection of our program and things that we've seen over the years where guys get here, they get better. And it may not be quick enough for some people, but we have patience and we know it's coming, and we recognize that it takes time, and that's an important part of, I think, a program is recognizing it takes time for good players to play in good programs, and for them to get to where they need to be and where they're going to be.
Jamie, how big would you like to see Cam get then? I mean, when you say he's put on 10 pounds, how much bigger do you want him, in a perfect world, would you like him to be?
Well, he was under 200 when he got here, so that kind of gives you an idea. That's not exactly big numbers in our world. So we don't have I don't have a number right now because again we haven't practiced, we haven't done any of the things that we're going to do going forward. But we knew they had to get stronger. He knew he had to get stronger, and that's just part of it. But there is some natural growth. He's a young. They're both. He's young. And so the weightlifting has helped too as well.
If you got some starting spots to fill, has Dante, Trayvon, or either Lamar or JJ done enough in previous years to warrant going in as the starter before you guys practice? Or?
I mean, you know, it's fortunate for me is I don't have to make a starting lineup before practice. You guys do, I guess. You have to fill out the sheets and put the roster out there. But luckily, I don't have to, so that's the advantage I have. You know, like I said, Lamar, JJ, great offseason. Trayvon's had some injuries. It slowed him up some, you know, and it's always a factor that we seem to forget at times. But being out on the floor and being healthy is always the best way to develop and grow. But I really like what Lamar and JJ Moore have done, and Talib, talking about different guys. Dante is coming into his own junior. You know, health was a big issue last year. He missed a game or two, missed time because of it, missed practice definitely because of knee issues, and so we hope he's able to stay healthy, similar to a Sam Young, who had that sophomore year of injuries and then seemed to be healthy, and whatever reason it is, things just start going good, feel better, and you stay healthy the whole year. So hopefully that's the key. But you know, we can't make any. It's wide open. It always is, and I think that's what keeps everybody hungry and working. Is knowing that if they improve and they do the work and they take a step up, that they're the guy that gets the opportunity.
Jamie, Ashton made some significant improvements each year during the offseason. Was there anything he picked to work on specifically?
Hopefully defense. I think that's what we talked about, and we really want to get better defensively on the perimeter. I think we were good. Our numbers indicate we were very good. One of the best in the country again, but I think we can be better, and I think we've got some experience in that area, so we need to improve and show we learned something and got better, and we're at a point and reach for a higher point. So I think that's the biggest thing. I think he's doing a better job of attacking the basket and drawing other people, and that will allow him to find open guys too. So those are the two biggest things that we talked about once the season was over. But we've talked about those before, and so. You know, it's step by step. It's not going to be done after 1 year. You know, the process isn't done, the building isn't done, the improvement isn't done. So, junior to senior, I think we'll see the same type of improvement. But I think defensively, I've seen him just watching some film, some clips of our hour practice that we had this week. I saw him with a real focus on the defensive end, and I think that was good. So we'll see once we get going for the whole time. But he's been a good defender. You know, we're asking him to do a lot. Let's do a little bit more, but it's hard to do everything, and he's done a lot, that's for sure.
Jamie, can you talk about your young guards? Obviously, you're looking for depth behind Trayvon and Ashton.
There's a lot of them. I mean, you know, it's. I don't know if you guys have considered us young yet or not. I don't know where we're at on that one, but we have 6 freshmen. 2 of them are redshirt freshmen, and most of those 4 of them are guards. And so, in most places, that would be when you're talking about the youth, and people will be writing about how young we are, but we don't allow that. Everybody, I don't know if it's the best indicator of what guys are gonna be. But I think he's a tough kid, and he'll learn things because he has a great desire and a great work ethic and a real toughness and physicality to him for a smaller kid. So I think he's going to be a very good player. But again, once we get him out there, how they pick things up is always going to be, so many different things than what they're used to doing. And it's how they handle that, how they handle making mistakes, and how they respond to it. And so that's always key. But I like the attitude. I like the energy of them. There's a lot of them, so I felt like there was a lot of mistakes out there the first couple of days here, but we'll see more Friday as we get to go full, but the improvement will be evident, I think, with this group. I think it's going to be evident. And we have the Maggie Dixon, the scrimmage on the Blue Gold game on Saturday, a week from Saturday, so it'll be interesting to see where we are from 8 days from now. So that's something to shoot for. I like how we have that spaced out, and it gives us an opportunity to get 8 days of work and then put it out on the floor.
James, you talked about
Yes, sir.
your big guys, the transition